Gormley. It's 10 a.m. on Friday, the 31st of January, and we are finally getting through January. We are finally getting through January. So I had a solid block of clients today, but two of them have canceled, just like I knew that they would. So I am having a chance to say hi to you here with the 5 Minute Crochet Podcast, and then I will go grab some lunch because even though it's 10 a.m., it might be my only chance today. So, um, anyway, I hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Let's see what's going on in the crochet world. So Joanne Fabrics, which is, I guess, old news already, last week or the week before, good morning, Carlene, they announced bankruptcy. Yeah, so that is super disappointing for all of us crafters who've had the Joanne stores in our history since the beginning of time. So I remember going to the Joanne stores with my mom because my mom was more of a sewer than but then she dabbled in all the crafts obviously, but crochet and knitting and tatting and, well, I don't know if she did tatting. She did candle wicking, a little bit of embroidery, a little bit of macrame in the 70s. But so I remember going to Joann's, since I was little, and that really cool sound of the scissors cutting the fabric on that table with the little guide. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? That exact sound. um, so it's sad. Good morning, Brian. It's sad to hear that Joann's is filing for bankruptcy. We used to have a Joann's very close to where I live, and then it went out several years ago, and then the next nearest one is not convenient at all. So I really had only been to it a couple of times because it was just too far unless I had a specific need. Good morning, cold rainy day. Wonderful for crocheting, absolutely. Yeah, have a wonderful day to you too, BJ. So I admit that I kind of left Joann's behind a little bit because it just wasn't, I just couldn't drive out there, you know. And I don't really buy, well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I was going to say I don't really buy yarn. There was a lot of years there when I was more of a professional that I didn't need to buy yarn, that companies would just send it to me. I would have leftover yarn from projects that I was commissioned to do. But I have bought all my own yarn for maybe the past 3 or 4 years now. So nobody sends me free yarn anymore. Yeah. So Joanne was the only real fabric yarn store in the area. Yeah. I mean, Hobby Lobby has a yarn section, but, and I think a small fabric section. I've never had an AC Moore near me, so I don't really know what they carry. But Joanne stores were always like the go-to. I mean, the whole store was fabric. And then they had a small yarn section. And then that grew a little bit and became more balanced. But it's just sad to see. It's just sad to see another business going down. It's sad to see a craft business going down. So, like, what does that say about our industry, our love? Now, people are still crocheting like crazy. People are still knitting a lot. But we're getting our yarn from online retailers, or we're getting our yarn from, indie dyers or whatever. A lot of us are still getting our yarn from stores if they're close by, but I haven't bought yarn from Joanne in a really long time because it's been out of my neighborhood for several years now, and I've been doing online instead. So convenient. So I'd rather, but it's painful to see, but I am part of the problem because I stopped shopping there. But while they were in my neighborhood, I shopped there all the time. So, um, it's sad to see, and I don't know. So what else is going on in our industry? So I don't know. I mean, I know obviously, Crochet Magazine folded after I left. They got incorporated into Crochet World a few years ago, and so that was disappointing. I think some of the crochet magazines have disappeared. Um, I don't know when the last time there was an interweave crochet magazine. Is that just? I guess I don't know. I think when I left Crochet Magazine in 2017, I cannot believe it's been that long already. In 2017, um, I I was kind of in recovery for a while. And so I didn't really look at the magazines for a while. I was really sad and disappointed that I couldn't work out keeping the editorship of Crochet Magazine, but for lots of reasons, it was not meant to be. And so but it's not what I wanted, but everything happens for a reason, and now I can look back and understand more. But I stopped looking at crochet magazines there for a while, so I am pretty out of touch with what publications are still out there. Um, and in some ways, I don't always like what's in the magazines, and so sometimes it's painful to look at them. Oh my goodness. Not every project is publication worthy. That's okay. I'm sure some people could say that about some of my work or my choices as an editor. So I don't know what's going on in the publishing world so much anymore, because I think publishing has also gone down. So that's part of why I wanted to self-publish my book, Go Crochet Baby Blankets, that came out in October, officially November or something like that. Okay. All right. I gotta go because I gotta go have lunch. Brunch while I get a chance, but I wanted to say hello to you and happy Friday. Happy happy 5 Minute Crochet Podcast. If you know anything about what's going on with the Joanne bankruptcy, or if you follow any, subscribe to any crochet magazines, or keep in touch with the publishing world, I'd love to hear what's going on. Maybe you are in the know, so share. All right, I will see you. The plan is for Monday and at a few minutes before 9, and I will see you then. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Bye.